Mind Collapse, Offering Token, Grovel. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like starting with some morsel generation. Offering Token makes some things easier. It makes us have a lot of discard, actually. And then Mind Collapse is more reliable backline damage than Plinks. So we've got a pretty good starting deck, I think. Kinstone Totem? First Hell Pact. I think it's first Hell Pact, right? Although, yeah, Seraph the Temperate. I'll read Seraph if and when we get there. Wait, no, we just did Seraph. I read Seraph. It's the same one. Kinstone isn't bad. With offering tokens and foregone powers, we have like a slightly unreliable way to combat Ember Drain if we pick Kinstone Totem. I suppose we still do with first Hell Pact. But if we have Mind Collapses and Offering Token and foregone powers to combat, I think that makes sense. I like aggressive edible. I think Superfood has sort of warmed on me. But it's a little bit difficult because Stygian itself doesn't offer a ton to Superfood. So I think we go aggressive edible. The downside, of course, is that Superfood will provide itself with damage shield, allowing us to set up on the top floor against Divinity, whereas aggressive edible doesn't. And so if we pick aggressive edible and want to set up on the top floor, we'll be relying on intrinsicing something to protect it, or lucking into specific artifacts. So I guess we'll see. How many Divine Temples? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've got a good chance of hitting intrinsic. Yeah, let's do it. The worst thing that can happen is we have to set up mid instead, I think. But I like that this gives us a lot from the start. Oh dear. I don't think we can take this. Luckily we've got double Merchants of Steel, so we don't miss out too much by not having gold here. But I don't think we can take the 75. So one thing about Primordium, I was talking, to finish my thought, Primordium is often considered really strong by, I feel like a lot of people. I think, I often hear people saying that they think Primordium is strong. And I mean, I don't disagree with them. Primordium is often a part of very crazy strong runs, but I think Primordium has the potential to low roll quite low. That's how I feel. I mean, these aren't like happening all the time, so it's not like you low roll 50% of the time and lose or something. Like, it's still, you're still winning at a decent clip. But I feel like, especially when people talk about things like, oh, multi-strike is so important now and stuff like that, I feel like if you don't hit multi-strike with Primordium, things can get really, really rough. And yeah, things can go sideways without anything good to feed. And the fact that he takes up a spot on your floor without necessarily doing a whole lot sometimes. And of course, Umbra has the highest chance of actually hitting multi-strike, right? Because you can get it through Alloyed Construct or Furnace Tap. So in some ways, it's like less of a chance of low rolling that way. But I just feel sometimes, since Primordium takes up so much space and only feeds one unit, you're sort of relying on that one unit. And it always sort of scares me. And so we're coming back to this idea that you can sort of, like, how do you define like champion strength and like ranking them? Like, how do you go about that? If Primordium on the one hand is really strong, but also feels like you can low roll. Like, as a champion that like dominates, but then loses like 5% of the time, better than one that's more difficult to play, doesn't dominate, but only loses 3% of the time. And I guess the same thing can be, like, you get into the how much does difficulty matter, right? How much does difficulty matter? How much does how easy it is to play at a lower level, how does that come into it? Immortal Trade is good. Do I want more morsel production though? We'll stay away from it for now. Helical? I feel like helical isn't necessary. Let's skip. You try and find an average. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we've got no Merchant of Magic Ring 2. But we do have it Ring 3. It's got the Unstable Vortex and the banner. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go to 2 Stygian banners, 1 Umbra banner. Unless this is a rare unit, or maybe if this is terrible and this is Alloyed Construct, then we go into Umbra. But we'll see. I probably should pick up another morsel card if we win this fight and get offered it, just in case this is important. Our next Merchant of Steel is down here. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how things go. It's unfortunate we don't have a Burns with one of these steels. And then when we do have the Burns, it's like Merchant of Trinkets or Alvent. I guess I don't mind it with Trinkets. I think that's okay. Large. Icy. Nameless. We can put large stone on icy. I think that's fine. We'll need better ways to like keep it alive. We probably need multi-strike. But then we don't get quick, right? So we need lifesteal on Immortal Trait then. Also, if we put large stone on it, we get into problems potentially with, I guess we still have the infusion. With setting up top. So the problem is we are unlikely to get multi-strike on Icy Silliphite through infusion. Our options are Eel Gorgon, which is rare, Alloyed Construct, which is difficult to manage because of fuel, and Dante, which I'm not sure if we infuse. In saying that, if we get offered Dante, then we've got Dante, so we might not need Icy. Hey Sal, welcome. Good to see you here. Don't often get the pleasure of having you in a stream, so welcome. So the other thing is we also don't get quick. I guess I do this and then I look for multi and then we look for sap or something. We look for something. I like this for Mind Collapse. I'm gonna do it now. But I'm not sure if it was correct. It's a little bit greedy, but I think with large on Icy, we're probably good enough to take a little bit of risk. But yeah, we can't feed Icy Silliphite anymore, which is a little bit sad. But we should have more than enough with the large stone. Whoops. Should have Mind Collapsed first onto this thing. I guess we can Foregone power. Here we go. Ah, I see. Well, I do know that I appreciate it. Okay, this is good. Aha! That was good. Okay, so do we pick up the packed morsels or Umbra Assault just in case? I think we can pick up packed morsels just in case. Although with Primordium, it's unlikely we have a ton of space to throw in morsels. So something that generates 3 isn't that much better than something that generates 2. And saying that, we'd have to upgrade this for damage. And I'm happier, I think, upgrading Mind Collapses for damage. Unfortunately, we did not hit perils. We just in Umbra Assault. I don't hate it. More helical. Helical? Helical. I guess it's like a helix, right? Or is it like a helicopter? questions. I would like a big damage spell. Let's go with Titan's Gratitude, I suppose. No. Okay. The problem is we put large onto Icy Sulfite, so I'm not sure if I want a 5 capacity Icy. But we could. It's possible. It is a thing that can be done. It is certainly a thing that can be done. Oh. Yeah, we take capacity twice. With the mortal trade, we can probably loan Icy Silophyte for a while. We go to this Merchant of Steel. We're looking for multi-strike. And something else. Potentially. We could go here though. No, we go here. Endless. Endless is not it. Just hit all the caverns until you get a small stone. Yeah. I'm gonna pick up Crucible Collector, I think. And it's gonna help us beat Talos. Potentially. Let's see what this is. Trap shoot. Trap shoot is days, and days is useful. That's something we can intrinsic to set up Primordium potentially. Double stack intrinsic. I am really not sure about this. I think we'll see. We'll see. This was an okay start. Doesn't get to attack because we get hit by everything. The good news is we can block all the attacks but this. We also get to save these to possibly plink in a future turn. There is a chance we can play Shadow Siege. It is a very low chance. But because Offering Token gives us plus Ember, we can potentially... No, that doesn't work. I think we needed Perils. Uh-oh. Now I don't get to Mind Collapse. I get to Offering Token. Let's do it this way. Icy makes better use of damage shields because Crucible will just heal anyway. Use Train Steward. I mean, it's not terrible. I actually like the stats that Train Steward provides. I like them. I think it's okay. I think it's a healthy amount of health, and damage is not too bad. We gotta somehow kill these. Ah. Mind Collapse will do it. Did I pick up the damage spell or not? Is that something that happened? I remember considering it. I don't remember if anything happened out of it. I think we win anyway. But it's always nice when you get spell damage to actually do some spell damage. Oh yeah, I did pick it up. I guess we'll just hope to draw it. Aha. There we go. Oh, you mean the other way around. Put Shadow Siege into a steward. There. That's kind of interesting. Wow. We really could have gone some sort of Gorge build, maybe. I still like Shroud Spike here. Unfortunately, we gave up the first Hell Pact. But I like it. If we can combo it, and we've got potential to, then it ends up being really strong. And we really only need one big spike to get us to Icy Solo Fight dominating. We're still a little short on what could help us beat bosses though. Siren of the Sea. Is Siren better? I mean, let's be honest here. Is Siren better than Shadow Siege? The problem is we've got a lot of discard stuff, right? You're right, but we could go draw instead of having to go capacity. Yeah. No, I think Shadow Siege is too fun. So we're gonna go Light of Seraph. And we're just gonna hope it works out. The problem is beating Arcus, I think. I think if we get pulled over on Immortal Trade, we just win. We just get down to here very comfortably, and then we can fit in both. Remove Consume is not it, though. These are not it either. This I like on Grovel. Although, no, we probably don't want a Shroud Spike. Not... Or do we? Do we want to Shroud Spike? The problem is we don't have reliable morsel generation. We've got Grovel, we've got Umbra Salt. We can -2. We can look for artifacts. Unfortunately, this is where we'd also like to dupe. What's it called? Shroud Spike. Maybe we dupe down here. I think one Shroud Spike is probably... One well-timed Shroud Spike is probably enough to set us over the top. Although if we don't hold over Immortal Trade, we want to permafrost it, I think. I'm gonna re-roll. Double stack. Okay, let's double stack the trap shoot. I like that. And we'll throw another -1 on this. And I think we stick a lot of these upgrades on now. I think we buy out the shop. It feels a little bit crazy. But these are all pretty decent value. Do we throw away double trench? We probably throw away Crucible Collector. Well, hang on there. Crucible Collector will help us through this next wee period, I think. We can set up mid-floor with, or bottom floor. We take artifacts here because free morsels can help if we want to get consistent Shroud Spikes. Yeah, so I think we icy here. Link? No. That's a shame. Could have iced here. Now that I think about it, icy here is much better. Unless we want to feed it morsels, I guess. In which case, no, I should have plinked first and done all that stuff and see if I hit the morsel. If I hit the morsel, I could have put the morsel here and Shroud Spiked. But if I didn't, we go here. And then we're guaranteed to get this collector turn 2 if it's mid or if it's top. And I would have liked that. We probably block. Oh no, we just Titan's Gratitude here. Not sure about this. Ah, that's super scary. What's going on there? You would have Titans this? Yeah, that's probably correct. I am in a scary place. Do we automatically die all the time? This is doing 45 damage. I think we see what we draw with Offering Token first. That doesn't help. Yeah, I think we can't set up on this floor. We took too much and now this is too strong. And so we needed to set up on a higher floor to give us 2 turns to work with all these high backline damage units. Also, this is very scary. Crucible Collector, you were meant to help us. I guess it's not Crucible Collector's fault. We didn't upgrade the planks. And we drew in Timber Assault late and Grovel late, so... Not much we could have done there. We'll take the damage. We'll see how it goes. Probably trap shoot this. Yeah. I'm gonna do my best not to die. Oh, what is that? What's going on here? But we'll see. I do think I set up wrong. And I would not be surprised if this was death. Yeah, this is a little bit painful. Not gonna lie. Shroud Spike with nothing to Shroud Spike. Feels bad, man. And we don't have enough health to deal with this thing. How much do we need? We need 36. Oh dear. We're pretty close actually. We're pretty close. If we had a way to get 2 more turns worth of... Yeah, unfortunately we only get 1 turn. If we could have had 2 turns, it would have worked. Wait, why? Oh no, we have 35 health, so it does work. It's just we don't have enough lifesteal. Ah, so what I should have done is put Morsel Excavator behind. Magma Morsel in front, we would have blocked the same amount. I didn't realize it had 35 health. And that would have given us an extra 2 turns of attacking. So that's an extra... I don't know, 80 damage, 160. It wouldn't have worked, right? But I should have done it. I think that's the main point. The main point is I should have done it. But this was sort of fully planned out from the start, unfortunately. I've got this mod that lets me do it with the click of a button instead of having to go out. Just to save time, make things yeah, a little bit smoother. I think Echo Right is pretty strong. But again, like, the question is always, for me, like, how bad the low rolls feel, I guess. Like, I should have put Primordium up here, knowing that I drew, what's his face? Like, that almost always should have happened, so just, like, tons of misplays with that first playthrough. Yeah. Like, we could have had this from the start. And by could have, I mean we should have. Like, it's sort of a no-brainer. Now we get to Plink here. We're gonna need a little bit of help with this. But this is like infinitely better. Oh, we can trap shoot one, right? Yeah, this is like it's like it feels like I just did not know what I was doing the first time. That's what it looks like. Like the way the second play is going. It's just like, how could you not play the first time like this? We still have a slight difficulty with double heavies. 8 lifesteal. Shroud spike, no morsels. Yeah. Seems to be the way. Did I mention we want permafrost on that? I'm very glad I kept Crucible Collector. Very glad indeed. Ah, precious plating. I'm not sure if this is worth more than the 25 gold. We are almost certainly going to the Merchant of Steel, I think. And the gold would be nice. Another grovel. Blazing bolts is kind of good. I don't want to spend the shards reducing the cost. Frenzied Swarm is excellent. Kinda doesn't work that great with Foregone powers. But it is certainly a way to protect our waves. I think I have to take it. We take the gold here as well. I just think it's too important for us to have gold on hand going into this Merchant of Steel. This is such a juicy Merchant of Magic. Artifact, Merchant, Concealed Cabins, but I think we can't wait to go here. And even if we go here, it's like we're missing out on the same two things plus a removal instead of the caverns, and I think this is even worse to miss out on. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Endless. Not so sure endless is what we want. Double large. I'm even more sure that we don't want this than I was about the endless. Looks like we might be visiting that Merchant of Steel after all. I think we skip both of these. Bell shield. I think we can take this. It's kind of dodgy. But the 150 gold is 150 gold. I mean, I see kind of just dies unless we get a mortal trade. I guess we got Frenzied Swarm now as well. Yeah. I think we're okay. Some of our backline damage has Pierce on it already. We've got Daze, we've got Crucible Collector to back up. We've got Immortal Trade. We've got things. I can trap shoot this. No, I don't think I'm ready to do that yet. This is a pain. The fact that we have to the fact that I can't kill this with the mine collapse. We're gonna have to foregone power after doing this. No, before. No. Good job discarding the one card we didn't want to discard. That's okay. We can just leak this and feel sad. I think that's the thing that can happen. Oh dear, we aren't doing it. We're leaking this for 2. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We get to Frenzied Swarm this floor. So that's pretty great. All in all, taking the trial, leaking 1 unit, it could be worse. Ah, and we finally get Shroud Spike. These are not great. Oh, we kill these with the sweep. Let's not worry about it. Read lore of a random enemy. Okay. Some marksmen choose to stay hidden, rejecting the traditional spear of the Guardians and sticking with their accurate feathers of steel. Their agility and dark coating have made them nearly impossible for us to see. Nearly impossible, but I can actually see this one. So, I'm clearly very observant. Okay. Rich Umbra stone, but rich. Surely rich Primordium has to be it. Umbra stone is good though. Can we say no to Umbra stone? They're both good. I think Umbra stone, we are... If I had to pick one, based on potentially seeing the other one later, I think we have a higher chance to see Umbra stone later. Double Frenzied Swarm. Let's not do that. I mean, we could, but I'm not going to. But we could. But I don't think I should. We're going to take the removals here. I think there are a bunch of artifacts that we wouldn't mind seeing. And I don't think we have... We're not in the position to use that dupe. Pious Stone Housing! Pious Stone Housing is something to be excited about. So we take this, we go down to 115. And then we can't even take the 100 gold to buy an artifact, really. So we don't re-roll. I think we get rid of these train stewards, but I'm not actually sure. We could potentially get rid of one foregone power. Yeah, I think that's fine. And a plink. Although, maybe plinks are still okay for this one fight. I think if I hold over Frenzied Swarm, plinks and foregone powers are equally as useless. No offense to plinks, but they're terrible. Hold over Rich? Ah, that could be a thing. Hey, Rahype. Welcome. Do we spike here? I suppose we do. I mean, I know you're right. I was just taking the opportunity to throw shade at plinks, that's all. I was just being a meanie. Whoops. Probably shouldn't cast it up there. This has lifesteal, so it doesn't matter. This has lifesteal, so it doesn't matter. So really, I just didn't want to draw this this Frenzied Swarm. It was just a waste, really. Wow, will you look at that? No! No! Grovel. Grovel will save us. It won't save these. I'll keep them in the deck. I'll keep them in the deck. How about that? You can have a train steward. Oh no, then I don't get to grovel. Ah. Who is this person who is terrible at the game? It's me. I am the one. Okay. It is I, Mr. Terrible. Okay, well, we still have our immortal trade. We've got this trap shoot. We may as well trap shoot. I think we're going to be fine still. I'm just very sad because I clearly did stuff wrong. We'll put a train steward there for emotional support. We don't have any spell damage. It's okay. I think we got this. I think we got this. Boom. I don't know what the plan is from here. I think we easily... Oh, easily is the wrong word. We're pretty comfortable with most waves. We still don't have a really good plan for Divinity. I guess we can set up bottom floor. There's a second red. Oh, which one was I most likely to see more? I can't remember. I remember I said one thing. But surely I was correct. I am definitely not in pain right now. Deep in regret. No, it happens. It happens. What can I say? What is there to say? Not a lot. Not much to say. There is just pain. Do we take a second ret or not? I feel like I can take a second ret, and then if we see permafrost, it goes on Shroud Spike. I hope this works out. It is certainly very strange for me to do this. What are we on? Oh, we're still on 60. Okay. Double stack. Intrinsic. Okay, we've got the intrinsic. That's important. So we can intrinsic this trap shoot, and that lets us set up top floor against Divinity. What it doesn't let us do is... I was going to say win. It does... I guess we can dupe the trap shoot. We can dupe the trap shoot, and so we've got days 4. And that should get us a decent amount of the way. The problem is this Shroud Spike is kind of useless if we keep putting Penumbra back. Sorry, Primordium back. Because we don't have the capacity for the morsels. I guess the good news is we probably don't need the capacity for the morsels because we've got Primordium. We just do damage and kill stuff, I suppose. Iron Dropcade. Winged Steel. It's winged Steel. Even Winged Steel I'm unsure about. But I suppose it should be. Oh wait, we do have it. No. No. I forgot that this trap shoot descends. That's my bad. Yeah, you're right. And if we dupe it, then that was worth 12 days with double trap shoot. That was clearly the better play. That's me not thinking with my brain. Did I not put intrinsic on it? Mistake after mistake after mistake. Yes. That's certainly how it feels. Okay, what do we -1 here? Also, what do we have? We've got 2 Divine Temple. I suppose we -1 a Grovel, but I'm not actually sure. That seems like the better pick. I don't think we can double stack Grovel. We could double stack Immortal no. I think we put +10 on probably this Mind Collapse. And then we roll. Permafrost? Okay. I guess we Permafrost a Rich. But I'm very sad we didn't hit holdover. But this is okay. We could Permafrost the Immortal trade. I'm actually a little bit worried about bosses. Permafrost Shroud Spike makes a little bit of sense. But there are things I'm still worried about. Because we can save this until we retch, and then we can... No, but then we don't... Since we don't have capacity to feed morsels, we can't retch back morsels. All we retch back is Primordium. And that just feels bad. So this Shroud Spike has become useless, I guess. So Permafrost Retch or Permafrost Immortal trade makes a lot more sense. Even Permafrost Frenzied Swarm is okay. I'm not sure. Immortal trade seems good. Retch also seems good, but we've got two of them, so it's like not as immediately important, right? Let's do this. Do this? I'm so conflicted. We could just save the gold. We could just save the gold for this. Maybe that's the best decision. Maybe. How about that? How about there's the plan. We're gonna put the 30 on this because we may need the help with damaging some units. We have a Crucible Collector still in our deck, by the way. FYI, let's get rid of it. Rid of more foregone powers. Save our gold. Wait. We are going to put this onto Mind Collapse. This one probably should have had it, actually, instead of Mind Collapse. But we're gonna save gold to go to this trinkets and the steel. I think especially if I can't take this trial. Like this. Spikes 5 is ridiculous. Yeah, with 15 left, I can always dupe Icy if I really needed to. But the last one is a temple. We would have to kill the Shade Wings in advance. And Entumber Assault doesn't get to kill the buffed up Shade Wings. It can kill the like weaker ones, right? So 5 health is not a problem. It's going to be the other ones. And then Primordium kills itself on them as well. This is like a giant risk, but the reward is so much. 190. So let's say it takes 2 turns, so that's an extra 80. We go to 150. I'm going to take this and we're going to make it work. I'm not super confident, but I think with lifesteal we can get there. Trap shoot also helps. Mind collapse is very good. I'm not sure if we do trap shoot. I think we save it for like separating double heavers or something, some scary thing. And we take some health down this way. Okay. So how much damage does this goes down to 179, and we're gonna be on 56. I think I groveled that, don't I? The next turn. And then we get greedy and we take this gold. One is fine. One is fine. And that's probably it. After this we get to 190. So this will one-shot this, but not that. Primordium won't be there, but we haven't seen either wretch. We've still got our Frenzied Swarm. Still got another Mind Collapse. I think we take out this. And then we hope it doesn't get rid of Foregone power, so we get to take out that. We also haven't seen... Oh, here's our wretch. There's one of them, anyway. Okay. This is... This is fine. Who was worried about this? We're clearly in a position to triumph. I mean, we got Frenzied Swarm. This is a scary thing. I should probably Mind Collapse this. I mean, of course that was going to happen. But it's still kind of sad to see it happen. We'll do this. Frenzied Swarm, and then we can retch whenever. $240 is not really enough. We're still hoping to see multi-strike, and if we don't see multi-strike, we might have to set up on the bottom floor and then hope that the spell weakness plus drawing into what's it called? Titan's Gratitude kills us, gets us kills on mini bosses, but then we start off so weak, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think this fight is done. I think we managed to get there. It's 23:30. It's time for another lore reading. Are you timing this? I did not know you were timing it out. Okay, we're not killing that. Also, Primordium dies to this, so we just leak, I guess. But yeah, we may need to uh-oh. I'm not sure if that helps that much. We'll do this. Wait. Titan's Gratitude does it, right? That was close. I forgot that it would have those things at the back. Should we Crucible Extension? No, I don't want to fluff the deck up too much. We need to draw the Frenzied Swarm as often as possible, the Immortal Trait as often as possible, Wretch as soon as we need to. I think it's a skip. Preserve, I love Preserve. Thank you. Okay. Let me find something. Foregone Power. I haven't done Foregone Power. The Martyr speaks of the power a name has over the soul. That the Titan released its name for the good of heaven, hell, and humans. Perhaps the same practice observed by the Stygian Guard is an evolution of this, and grants them some minimal power as well. I don't understand it. Okay, we're going here. We've got to use this Pyre Stone. What we want is multi-strike. This is not it. Incantam is interesting. I don't think we take it. I think we roll. Quick is okay. Here's multi-strike. I guess we do multi-strike. I've only been waiting the entire run for it. Spell Chain. I don't hate Spell Chain Frenzied Swarm. I think that's kind of interesting. We play it once and then the next time through our deck we get like 2 copies. Sigil Seaweed is okay. Teeth of Gold is not that great. I think this is a roll. Light's Gift. Oh, I think we take Light's Gift. Oh, sorry, Hagrid. Yeah, you missed it. Light's Gift is ridiculous. I mean, Light's Gift with duping this to stop Divinity. I think, yeah. I think we are mostly okay. Temperament might be an issue. By the way, I think we always dupe this. I don't think there's a better option. Yeah, I think this is like clearly the best thing to do. And you know what? It would be even stronger if we happened to also have a drop cage. If only we had a drop cage. Does anyone else want drop cage? I feel like drop cage would be nice. Okay, let's go. 100, spent all our gold. Well, have we? Okay, we clicked the buttons. But I think, yeah, I think playstyle comes into it a little bit. And I think Monster Train is the kind of game where there's no, like there isn't just one path to victory. And I think playstyles can sometimes get in the way when the margins are so thin that it's like it's not a different playstyle, it's just wrong because it loses, right? There's like the optimal way to play, and then there's the other stuff, right? But I think in terms of Monster Train, it's so forgiving that there are always numerous paths to go about winning. And so people often aren't like incorrect in their approach. And I like it's not uncommon for people to find success with like doing things very differently, I should say. We don't want to draw into our second wretch, so we're just going to leave it here. Ah, now we can draw into it. And I think we're fine with mini bosses, by the way. Multi-strike kind of solved it for us. We should trap shoot now. Maybe I should have frozen the other thing. No, this is probably right. And we've still got our second days. Here we go. Trap shoot. Yeah. I mean, we may as well Frenzied Swarm. Get it to 6. And I think this is it, right? Nice. And that's true. Yeah, I could have held the days for the last turn. That is also true. Hey, Segwit Penguin. Thank you so much. 9 months. It's been crazy. 9 months. This year has gone by really quickly. I feel like the last two have. Both quickly and extremely slowly at the same time. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Always nice to have you here. And I really appreciate the support. Okay, 8 turns. We have 8 turns to get strong enough. Can we do it? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes preemptively. No. So the Pain. Pain. But what about this one, huh? So we might leak this. Yeah, I suppose I should be trying to wing steal. This probably doesn't help at all. It's fine. We're doing 400 damage. We get to stack another days on it. We might be okay. We might not be. We might be dead. But we also might be okay. How much? 190? Yeah, that's fine. That's 4 turns, 4 hits. Yeah. Boom. And this one has like 500 health, I think. Stop talking. Yeah, 500. I should have said please. I was upset. But I think we're fine now. Oh, I guess we've got Divinity on low health. So it would appear that we kill very soon anyway. Okay. GG. I'm not sure what I would have done without multi-strike. If I didn't hit multi-strike and I hit endless instead. Things could have been really tough. I guess I droop Icy Silver. And I have 2 Icy Solar fights. One with endless. I mean, both with endless. I suppose. It sounds like a lot worse. It sounds terrible. Anyway, we hit the multi. This run is over. GG.